Best Conversations podcast. You know what we do around here, man. Episode 32. We on this quarantine check-in, but we got something really dope for y'all tonight. If you see the man to my left, you already know what it is. Got that boy Big V with me on the. I think it's like your fourth time on the pod. One time with Nick. I think I called you once. You had your own episode, and now you back. We back doing. This is the director to director episode. Big V, if you don't know, he does music. He do photography. Then he has tried his hand in the film world with that Filthy, just hitting 1K viewers on episode 1. You know what I mean? We got to celebrate the little victories as far as the big ones. So tonight on this director episode of Best Conversations podcast, cheers. We sipping up. Yes, sir. We sipping up, and congratulations to my homie Big V. You got a plan, you got a dream, stick to it.
Facts, my nigga, facts.
So how you doing, bro?
Man, I'm good. I appreciate you having me on the podcast, bro.
Hey, man, I wish we could do this in person, but you know what I mean? We got to work with what we got to work with. You feel me?
Hey, man, the creators, man, we going to find a way. Find a way.
Right. So like we said, this is directors to directors episode. So if you follow me, you know, I did a web series called I Just Want to Be Great. Big V helped me with that vision a few years back. I'm not quite sure how long ago that's been now. And also I do music videos. You know, you can most times if you see them hot videos by Millie Mick Jagger, I was the brainstorm behind that, Shine Finesse, and a few more. And Big V does the same thing. You know what I mean? You can check out some of the hottest local rappers. V probably shot it. Spike V. We ain't even Big V today. We Spike V today. Spike V retired.
Let me get my face. Let me put my feet up then. You know what I'm saying? Let me get in my,
You Spike V tonight.
Let me get comfortable then.
Get Spike V tonight. You feel me?
I ain't never been on a Spike V. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different. You know, like, it's a little different. You know? It feels different. You
know? Before we jump in to the web series, Filthy. Web series, Filthy. I'm gonna plug that 20 times tonight. Filthy, the web series. Everybody that rock the Best Conversations podcast, I need you to go over to YouTube and check out Filthy. Super dope web series, curated, directed, written, everything above by this man to my left, Big V. So please go check out Filthy. This ain't no just some put together shit. My man went in the lab and put that thing together right. You know what I mean? Very dope project, Filthy. But before we get into Filthy, like I said, this is directors to directors episode tonight. Talk about the first time you picked up a camera.
Man, damn, bro, that's a good one. I'm trying to think, man. The first time I picked up a camera, I remember why I did it, because I was just fed up with the videographers at the time. And you know, man, we from the era where a video was hard to come by then. You know, everybody wasn't doing it, and the videographers were slim.
Right.
And man, I would go through so much bullshit with videographers. Just them losing my footage, showing up late to my video shoots, and not shooting videos I still ain't seen to this day. So I just said, man, fuck it, I'm just gonna get me a camera. I actually remember what it was. It was it wasn't even no HD camera. It was like a little. It might have shot in 480.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I was just happy to be filming some shit. I actually still got it.
Word.
It's in the room. I actually still got it.
Word.
I still got it, bro. I still got it. Actually, still got it, man. I still got it. I was just happy to be filming something, man. I was happy just to be working for myself and not having to depend on videographers, and I can do what I wanted to do when I wanted to do it, even if it wasn't top notch. Shit, I was just happy to have some footage out, man.
Biggest challenge, when you first picked up the camera and learning how to edit. What were some of the challenges at the beginning?
Learning how to use the programs, learning how to line the words up, especially when doing like music videos. Learning how to line the words up right, and learning how to chop it at the right time. And the main thing I really had to grasp though was just learning how to line it up right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like that was so hard for me, learning how to line it up right. And shout out to AWAX, the God King, man. He was actually the first dude who let me shoot their video.
Right.
And I mean, it was bad, man. It was bad.
Trial and error, man.
And it wasn't lined up right. I think we might have reshot it again, and it was better. But I think he ended up shooting it with somebody else too, like a year or two later down the line, and it came out, of course, way better than I ever could have did. But shout out to him for allowing me to do that. He was definitely the guinea pig.
Now V been doing his thing in the music business independently since since 10 years ago, 10, 12, 15 years ago, back when it was getting a music video was like super hard. You had to know somebody to know somebody to know somebody.
Yeah.
But even through that era, I want to say like 09 or 10 when it was a little tougher.
Yeah.
You were still putting out docs and shit. Like that was hard.
Yeah. I was still doing the docs. I was just following the footsteps of what I saw from like Smack when Smack was doing his thing, and Cocaine City, and especially with Fendi when he was doing the individual
Right.
individual come ups with like Jadakiss and Styles P.
Right.
And like that inspired me to do the individual docs on myself. You know what I mean? Because nobody was gonna tell my story. You know what I mean? Nobody was gonna run around filming me like I want to be filmed. And then that way I ain't really have to line no words up with no video, so I could just get my DVD out, man, and I could sell it. You know what I mean? And with the music, and it was just another facet to me, you know.
Absolutely. So, you know what I mean? Through the trials and error, you eventually become this brand, Spike V Photography, where people are coming to you for your music videos. Like, how did that make you feel?
Oh, that was dope, man. Cause just seeing the growth from Wax first video to even to now, just it's always just thinking about where you came from. It's always mind blowing to me that I make a living out of this now. You know what I mean? It's still mind blowing to me because I don't get tired of doing it. I love doing it. I love shooting videos for people more than I love shooting for myself. You know what I mean? Like I like seeing other people. I like making other people look their best. You know what
Absolutely.
I mean? So it's still mind blowing to me. I get hit up videos and photography, period, man. And a lot of people still don't know it be me from the music behind the videos. You know what I mean? And it's crazy because it's crazy because when people find out it's you, man, like they don't want to fuck with it like they was fucking with it before they knew it wasn't you. You know what I'm saying? Which is crazy.
That is wild.
I mean? People wild like that, but it's what it is.
Mm. And what's some of your favorite music videos of all time? Because we talking about music videos.
Triumph by the Wu-Tang.
Right.
That video was crazy.
Video was crazy, but at the end of the day, the video came out crazy, but at the end of the day, that was nothing but some green screen shit.
Of course, but at that time,
At that time when you seen it, you like these niggas is coming off the building. This shit looking crazy, but it was fire. But now knowing you what you know, like that shit was just some. Them niggas were just on some green screen shit.
But at the same time, that was $1 million video. You know what I'm saying? Like it was. At that time,
when RZA said that in the doc, I was like, "You paid $1 million for that?"
Oh, what you mean? That was a crazy. You got to think about the times. Like nobody had 9 people on a single at one time, and nobody was making it look like that. Inspector Deck on some Spider-Man and Mess being Ghost Rider. Like it was dope, and I get what you're saying. Like because when I watch it now, being a videographer, I say the same thing. Like them niggas just was at a studio with a green sheet behind them and a really good editor to put this there. You know what I mean?
To put this there. Like,
you know what I mean?
Like with me,
one of my faves, though,
Yeah, it's definitely dope, but damn, they really paid $1 million for the edit, really.
Absolutely. You know how it goes. You know how it goes. You gotta respect that, you know what I mean? Yeah. Especially then. Like
right.
And you never know what goes into that on the side, like how many takes. You know how it goes, man. It's crazy.
With me, I think when it comes to music videos, I think like the people that did it the best to me is the people that did those green screen videos, and you couldn't tell it was green screen. You'd be like, "Damn, was that Big and Puff Daddy Victory?" Like.
That was my other video I was getting ready to say, man. That Victory video was that shit was getting feels, man.
That shit didn't look like no green screen the way Busta Rhymes was on the top of that hill like a bird. Like that shit was crazy.
That was like next level Hollywood shit. RZA and them, like it was next level, but it was like and I'm not knocking these creators who put stuff on this channel because I fuck with all the creators, and even the small stuff that I do now, CGI wise, kind of looks like the Triumph feel. It doesn't look like the Hollywood feel. So the RZA, they had like that sci-fi network type of video. You know what I mean? Where it looks almost unreal, but it's still dope. That Victory was Hollywood. It was like Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible. Like, and that bitch was long. Like, you was like,
it was long,
is this shit a movie? Like, what the fuck is Puff Daddy doing?
Dude, I really want to know the budget on that video.
Yeah, the budget for that one. The budget for that one looks stupid. Like Missy has some big budget looking ones too. But that Victory one, that shit definitely seemed like a movie, like Quentin Tarantino type shit. I don't even know who directed.
That was my next question for like, who directed that, bro?
Yeah.
Who directed that? Yeah, we're gonna have to find that out because that was crazy. Like that's it to me. That looked like at least a $3 million video.
Yeah.
And I'm probably, to me, I want to say more. You know what I mean? Because that video was crazy.
Yeah, that was insane. Any more mind blowing videos that you could think of?
I always love Busta videos.
Yeah, Busta and Hype was in their bag.
What were they? I always one of my other favorite videos. Remember the Times of Michael Jackson.
Oh, crazy. That was early 90s, but you like, huh?
Man, you want to talk about a video, because we spoke on Triumph about how that was ahead of its time for that time. That Remember the Times when he was an ancient god or some shit and was spinning around and disappearing and all, yeah. That I don't know the budget on that. Who directed that?
Yo, and could you imagine the technology that had to go into doing shit like that in the early 90s?
Early
Like,
bro. I want what program was that? Like, you know, we into it, so we got those kind of questions. Like, what program was that? You know what I mean? Who was behind that? Like, how did y'all? Because that was way more than green screen. It had,
yeah,
like, God,
that was just
what camera was
ridiculous.
y'all using? You know?
Yeah, that was ridiculous. You know what's even another one that was pretty ridiculous too, that I'm pretty sure was green screen but didn't really look like it, was Scream, him and Janet Jackson.
Yo, that video was crazy. Like, and videos like that, like Scream, like I just be trying to imagine myself all the time, like on a video set of that magnitude. And then it looks like it's probably from the outside looking in, it look like it's very hard to shoot. But when you get around like right tools, it's probably not that hard to shoot.
Right, and then you remember when Michael Jackson would drop his videos like movies, like you would have to like it would be like an event, like the same way that you always the way you premiere your videos with the you schedule it, like that's how Michael Jackson would do his shit back then.
I mean, down to the whole scripts and just the things that went on before the songs. It would be legendary, bro. I mean, even look at Bad and Thriller, and the list goes on for Mike, man. Mike was a genius, man, as we know.
Definitely, definitely absolute genius at what he did. Rest in peace to Michael Jackson. So then, you know what I mean, you know what I mean, me and you start talking this shit. I started telling you about this idea about I just want to be great. Like around like 2014, 2015, I started falling in love with these web series on YouTube. Like I just like it was this one company called Black and Sexy TV. They changed my life because I was just like, yo, they shot it the way to the where that made it feel like I could do it. Like it's stuff like, yo, this shit just seemed like some shit that they just doing with like not knowing there's a lot more work into this shit. So then me and you start having these conversations, you telling me like, yo, I had ideas of doing a series too, like years ago too. And it was like, damn, but so the conversations go on and on and on. The nigga V on me like, yo, the fuck are you doing, man? You gonna drop the series or what you playing? Why you keep playing, nigga? Do this shit. So I finally put out I Just Want to Be Great. I was like, yo, only way I'm gonna do this shit right, I gotta bring you in, you know what I mean, to do this series right. You know what I mean? Like we were just talking the other day. I was like, yo, it's cringeworthy watching season 1 because it was so much trial and error. I didn't know what I was doing. But season 2 was just so much better, so much smoother, man. Talk about your experience on I Just Want to Be Great. I Just Want to Be Great with my web series, by the way. Go on YouTube and watch that.
Well, working on the set of I Just Want to Be Great was always fun. It was entertaining. It was a learning experience, man. Like we all didn't know nothing. You know what I mean? We didn't know nothing. Like we just wanted to create something, and that was the beauty of it. You know what I mean? Like it was raw. You know what I mean? It's something for that raw, and even though the mistakes that we had, you were still averaging almost like 1,200 views per show. You know what I mean? And people were tapping in and commenting and asking when it's coming out. Like that was mind blowing to me. Like, yo,
nigga, and for me too. Me too.
Hey man, but it just goes to show you like people accept the imperfections. You know what I mean? And people understand. They know we ain't working with no crazy budget. You know what I'm saying? Like they entertain. Like it was relatable. It was fun. Like I loved it, man. Like I love working on the set, man, and coming in and doing whatever it needs to be done. It was a family experience, bro.
That's how we really bonded and grew our relationship, and you know what I mean, and me, you, Millie, you know what I mean. We all just kind of really got close. That summer we did that. So take me into the first some of the first ideas of Filthy? Like what like take me in the beginning stages of the writing room and yourself of starting to write Filthy.
Man, it started probably about a year and a half ago.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of actually, I'm gonna take it back further than that. It was a few years ago. This was before Filthy was in the picture. I was supposed to work on the series with a certain producer, and the series was going to be called Man Behind the Hustler. But the relationship fell off, and we never got a chance to do that. Fast forward a few years after that, I linked with a guy named Devin Morris, and he was a big he was a big script writer. He wrote plays that were around town, like in Greensboro. He actually had me film one of his plays, and it had a great turnout. He was doing plays that were like downtown Greensboro.
So now what was your part in the plays you said?
I was just filming.
Oh, you just filming?
I was just filming then. I was just
okay, gotcha.
I wasn't acting or anything like that. I was just, just soaking up the experience of
Mm-hmm.
how to shoot a play, number one, and then just amazed at how he put a whole entire play together.
Mm-hmm.
Like with different characters and people coming out to actually see it. Like that was mind blowing to me. So tragically he passed away before we could even get to even working on anything, man. He was young. And rest in peace to Devin, man. And I told him, man, I was gonna get the series out. I'm gonna still get the Man Behind the Hustle series out, whenever I feel like working on that. But so after that he passed away, I was really on my own, other than I just want to be great with trying to get a series together in my head. So I was like, I don't want to do no typical music series that people gonna expect me to come out with.
Right.
And it's kind of hard for me to do that with my character already kind of engulfed in the music I Just Want to Be Great.
Right.
So I do something different, play an undercover cop and just put these like sick ass thoughts that I got in my head. I just want to see on film. You know what I'm saying? So I want to call it just something plain, like filthy.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to be about some undercover cops. They different, but they the same. You know what I mean? Like I wanted to be, and I'm a big fan of Fargo. I don't know if you watch Fargo. I'm a big fan of Fargo, and Fargo has the horrific comedy feel. You know what I mean?
Right.
Funny, but people are dying. You're like, oh, she just killed her. And you're like, but it's just some crazy stuff that you never see happen to people that that you don't see happening to. So I'm a big fan like the horrific comedy. So I kind of wanted to have some comedy feel in it, but take you to the edge, almost kind of like The Wire in a sense, but not that, But I want to be original. You know what I mean? I want my character to be like an asshole, smart mouth cop from New York. I wanted the other guy to just be like a country cop, just the opposite of me, kind of reserved, but he kind of short circuit too. You know what I mean? So, I wrote it how I wrote it, and I wanted you to play the character at first, but we was on just different time.
I wasn't even gonna talk about that. I wasn't even gonna talk about that. So for anybody asks, wow, what I mean, nigga, he was in yours there. Why you ain't in his? He offered me the role. My son is super small, and V lives all the way in Winston. I live all the way in Raleigh. Just what I mean? Yeah, my son just bad timing. You know what I mean? But shout out to Beast Johnson though, because he definitely bodying the part. You know what I mean? He's definitely bodying the part, man. Talk about Beast Johnson and him being your co-star in it, man.
Man, Beast, as you know from working with him on I Just Want to Be Great, man. He's phenomenal, bro. Man, Beast is the type of guy, like, he takes everything that he's doing serious. Like, and again, man, people always just get backtracking a little bit. Like you said, people want to ask you, like, why you ain't in my series and I wasn't yours. Like, people don't understand, like, like, we are closer than that. Like,
right.
Even if you never asked me to be in your series, I would have supported.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
absolutely.
Just because I want to see you win.
Mm-hmm.
And like with him, that's how he is.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, and this thing, like, people always want to be in your creations, like, yo, let me get a role, and how can I be in your series, and can I talk to Killer and see, can he put me in this, and talk to V and see if he can put me in that. Like, people don't understand, like, the best ability is availability.
Availability, absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, and people don't be available. You know what I mean? Like, people don't be, and that available word is so broad. You know what I mean? People just think, I can be on time. It's deeper than just being on time. You know what I mean? Like, I need you to, like, hey, man, if we need to make an adjustment and shoot on Sunday instead of Saturday, you might have to adjust. I need you to share this shit 20 times. You know what I mean? Like, it's doing the unthinkable.
I mean, I can't even lie, man. Like, I just wanted to be great. Just became, I didn't say it became a headache, but it just felt like it did. I say this humbly speaking, it outdid my expectations. So now I got expectations. You know what I mean? Because I wasn't expecting to do what it did. So it did something. So now I got these expectations. Now niggas is looking at me like, yo, when this shit coming out? When this shit coming out? When this shit coming out? You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, now I'm trying to work around my wife's schedule and kids and everything. Got to go all the way back to where we shooting at, trying to get all these people together. You know what I mean? I'm going all the way back to my hometown, 2 hours away. You know what I mean? But it was all worth it, though. You know what I mean? I put the work in. It was all worth it when that season 2 dropped. And you know what I mean? Salute to your wife for helping in it too. Like, it was all worth it. And I know, like, you seeing, like, I hit you the other morning, like, yo, nigga, your shit at 1K, my nigga. Let's celebrate, my nigga. I know this shit got to be all worth it for you as well.
Man, I never, bro. It still blows my mind. Like, I only expect to do, like, 50 to 100 views per episode, and I was happy with that. I was honest with the cast. I said, I don't expect this to be big. I just want to do it. I said, this is the starting point. We're gonna keep doing films, but this is the starting point. We have to start with Filthy and go from there. You know what I mean? And when the first episode, was well at over 100, I was like, oh, okay. Then it just kept going up, and I'm like, okay. And people were calling me like, yo, you got something here. I'm like, yo, like, that was, like, we ain't even got in the other episode. I got some other shit better than this. But people was like, yo, this Filthy gonna be, yo, I'm feeling it. I see what you got right here. And I'm like, word, okay. All right. And after that, I was happy to see the responses, and really I was ready to go ahead and drop the second episode, because I knew the second episode would be better than the first. And,
because you dropped your last project, and people got to get a taste of it. Like, I got to see it early.
Right.
And
shout out to everybody that got the V-Print album and that pre-ordered and got the physical copies that came with the V-Print documentary, the V-Print-umentary. You know what I mean? It had the first episode of Filthy at the end. So a lot of people that bought it got to see it early, which was great too, because I got to hear some responses before it hit the YouTube on New Year's Eve.
Right. You know what I mean? Yeah, at first I was like, where we going with this? You know what I mean? Where we going with this? By the time I got to ECU, was like, Killer, just be patient, wait for episode 2. It all make sense. So I was like, yeah. So by the time we got to 2, I was like, okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I see where you're going with this. You know what I mean? I was like, all right. And And one thing I definitely liked was like, you know, the writing on it, like you really took your time with the writing. Like I freelance mine, like freestyled it rather. And you know what I mean, I kind of got to gave the guys free reign, do what you want. But V was like, yo, this is, you know what I mean, you stuck to the script of how you wanted it. Why was that so important?
I want to push myself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm an artist, so this is a different lane for me when it comes to making a actual movie or film or series. I wanted to push myself because I push myself and I just want to be great with the acting. You know what I mean? And even and don't get it fucked up, people. Yeah, Killer said, you know, he did it, you know, we freelanced it, you know what I mean? It was you know, very impromptu. And we it was still hard to do. Like everybody can't act
Right.
often. You know, you have to react to the person you're acting with. It's still
Absolutely.
it's like don't sleep because you can do a freelance project and it be terrible. Like understand,
Right.
we freelance 2 whole seasons and average 1,200 views like per episode or more. I could be selling it short, but we built a, you know what I mean? Like we built a audience of freelancing and just knowing each other's character day in, day out. That's hard
Right.
to do. Now, I mean, I don't want the people to think that they can just hop in and make something classic like that. It still has to come out good.
Yeah, and absolutely, and it definitely takes the camaraderie and everything to know, like, cause I would just say action.
Yeah.
Cause like, man, that scene where Millie shoots at my brother, and then you and Millie come together right there, like that shit is magic.
It was.
That shit is fucking magic.
That was a good scene, bro.
That's a solid ass scene.
And that just come from me knowing I knew his character. I knew how he was gonna play it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
I already know it, and he knew it too. You know, so
Mm-hmm.
it people don't like. I don't want the people to get it misconstrued. Like, yo, it's hard still doing. You know what I mean? On the spot act.
Cause once that red light come on, it's go time.
Yeah,
It's go time. You know what I mean? It ain't easy as it looks. Cut that red light on. Some people freeze up to keep laughing. You know what I mean? They can't even believe, like, oh man. Like, yeah, no. It's time to go. Like, we about to do this for real. You know what I mean?
For real, man. And that's why I wanted to write it, because I wanted to put, because I was already working with Beast again, and he was on your series, so I wanted to push him as well and see could he you know stick to a script and also impromptu where need be. And man, he was dedicated to it. We had sessions where we would sit down and go over the script together, like at his house. You know what I mean? And I would have to tell him, I need you to be more like this and say it more like that. You know what I mean? Like I wanted to get it exactly how I had it in my head. And man, he's killing it. Everybody's killing it. Even with Wax, A-Wax was dedicated to his character, with his part. He was like, whatever you need me to do, I do it. I gave him the script. He memorized it in like a day, and he was ready to go. You know what I mean? And Tevin too. You know, and Mike and everybody.
What was that? What was the video that you did that was kind of like the first part of Filthy when you trying to that was when you were trying to kill V, when you was not V but you were trying to kill Wax. That's War Lullaby, ain't it?
Yeah, that was on War Lullaby. My song
Yeah.
War Lullaby was jogging in the woods. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was that. It's crazy because we're supposed to use. I shot more footage from that day for the web series, but what I ended up doing was I want to do something different. I shot trailers for the web series, and some of the trailers aren't even a part of the web series. It was strictly to stir up the idea of filthy. Of filthy, to intrigue the people. Like, what is it? Like, where is he going with this? It just looked like some crazy things are happening. What is this? You know what I mean? So, yeah.
down to the fonts that you use for Filthy, like, you know what I mean, with the, with the bloody letters to the music, you know what I mean, even scoring it, like it all comes together like one huge masterpiece. You know what I mean? One huge masterpiece. So so now y'all about to be 5 episodes deep into this thing. Got a finale come in soon. We're gonna say soon. You know what I mean? But off the last episode, people really want this next one because the last one was like, oh boy, you was really in your bag, and you've been holding on to that shit for a minute. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's one of the things I learned, from working with you, bro. Is like you said, it's a gift and a curse. This thing we doing because we love the responses and we love the action and we love seeing it come together. We love putting it together. It's a passion, but it can become a headache if it's not organized how we need to be organized to fit our life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I wanted to start early, like trying to get episodes in the tuck before I release anything.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I was running around and shooting episodes way before I had episode 1 put out. I shot one, then I shot 4, 2, then 3. You know what I mean? Like it was crazy how we shot them. But I had to get with everybody on different schedules because Tevin and Mike, they coming from Kingston. They driving 2.5 hours away. You know what I mean? Which I appreciate them, and that was just dedicated, man. I love that about them, man, for real.
Salute to them too, because they killed that part. When you was writing that episode, take me in the writer's room, take me in your mindset when you wrote that episode of having Tevin being the young college kid, you know what I mean, hustling, and the other gentleman playing essentially crackhead, like.
Right, absolutely. Again, when I came up with the idea of Filthy, man, I just wanted to. I wanted to play that undercover cop, but I just didn't want him to be completely like blown out of the water, just straight up blowing people's brains out. So I wanted him to have some background, and I wanted him to have some morality a little bit too. Up until episode 3, matter of fact, up until episode 4, he hadn't shown too much morality. We didn't see the side of him, because if you take it back to episode 4, he told the crackhead, what you doing for work, just be patient. You know what I mean? You don't have no work. You know what I mean? Be patient. And
it was amazing how you set that up. That was so dope. That was so dope. Because you in one moment you downplaying him, telling him like, yo, you used to have all you used to have it all. Like, what the fuck? So the audience is looking like, I can't give all this shit away, man. Go watch this shit. If you ain't watched, go watch this shit. I can't give this shit away. Go watch the series, man.
But I just wanted to I wanted to show some morality in him, and also just keep who he was, which is a smart ass and kind of a know-it-all, and but still he listened all the time. So he listened to the crackhead, tell him like, man, don't be like me. You know what I mean? And if you think about episode 3, this is when he told Beast's character that, man, I had some things going on in my past. He kind of leveled out. You know what I mean? Kind of the tables turned, you know what I mean? From wakey, sleeping ugly to, you know what I mean? While you was in here sleeping like a rare, you know what I mean? Little bitch of a Riding Hood, you know what I mean? Like, the table switched, you know what I mean? Switched.
Right.
And I wanted to show that part of him too. Like, yo, his character can get a little crazy too. He can match Rooftop's character.
Right.
If need be. You know what I'm saying? So moving to episode 4, I wanted to show that, yo, he listens too. And he thinks about other people as well. And like he tried to tell Tevlin's character, K, yo man, watch how you treat people.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? You never know when you're gonna need somebody.
It's life lessons, and I mean, it's just shit, just not some hood shit. There's some life lessons in this shit too. You know what I mean? Like you treat the janitor like you would treat the CEO of a company. You feel me? So it's definitely life lessons in this shit as well. You know what I mean? With the way the world is now, you know what I mean? With the digital streaming, with everything. Ultimately, what would you like to see Filthy?
Oh man, I'm definitely on some streaming platforms such as Netflix, Hulu, or whatever. Like I always told you, man, my goal is just to get my own TV channel one day.
Right.
Like on channel, you know, like have that Skies on Society Network channel on, you know, cable providers or whatever. You know what I mean? Like I want that, and I want to have a list of shows, and I want to employ other creators and put their ideas out and be behind the camera. You know what I mean? A whole lot more. You know, because you know, of course I make music, and that's always my first love, and making videos and stuff is always gonna be my second love. You know what I mean? But you know, I'm never a one-trick pony, man. You know what I mean? I'm never a one-trick pony. So I got to tap into this film industry and bring not only for me but my friends, man. We know some talented individuals, and you know we visionaries, man. We see sometimes we see stuff in people that they don't. You know what I mean? We got to bring it out of them. You know what I mean? And if Beast gets a fucking Hollywood role from Filthy, it's gonna be crazy. You know what I mean? Like I would be happy with that. You know what I mean? Like that's success for me too, to see him take off. You know what I mean? Kind of like how Cube did. He was in fucking Boys in the Hood and never looked back.
Exactly. How many seasons do we expect, V? Like in your mind, how many seasons do you got in your head, ready, locked, and loaded to go? How far are we gonna go? How far are we gonna push this shit?
I want to go, bro. No lie, I want to go at least 4.
At least 4 seasons.
Or at least 4, because I got some. Man. I just can't wait to give y'all this 2-part finale. Because man, it's gonna lead. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Season 2, we'll be taking a break after the 2-part finale, and season 2 will be back New Year's Eve. We'll be back locked and loaded New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve.
Like we never left. Bro. I promise you. New Year's Eve, lock it in. Season 2, Filthy be back. I'll go ahead and tell y'all that now. I already told the cast, you know what I mean? Yo, more work to do. It's just the beginning. You feel me? But I want to do at least 4 seasons, man. I got so many ideas, man. And who knows? This could go on. You know, the Homeland style, 8 to 10 seasons. I don't know. But definitely 4 right now, 4 at least.
Definitely 4, man. Yeah, man. I can't even wait to see this finale. Like, where we going with this? You know what I mean? I'm locked and loaded. Once you put out the schedule when it's dropping, I'm like, all right. You know what I mean? If it's midnight or noon, nigga, I need to know when the hell this shit coming out. Cause boy, you definitely been in your bag. You know what I mean?
Thank you, bro.
Like, you know what I mean? We talk about this shit offline all the time. So you know what I mean? It ain't really nothing. You know what I mean? We talk about this shit all the time about, you know, the shit we gonna do collectively and the shit you do, the shit I do, man. But yeah, man, I just appreciate you. You know what I mean? Coming on, man. Plug again, Filthy, man. The web series and when can we expect this 2-part finale?
Yo, man, everybody, just go to the Sky Zone Society Network on YouTube. Enjoy Filthy. Episodes 1 through 4 are streaming right now, man. Episode 1 just hit 1K. We had already been at 1K collectively with Instagram and YouTube, but to hit 1K on YouTube alone it's a celebration, man. Like we work hard for this, man. Go enjoy it right now. You're quarantined up. Binge it 1 through 4. I keep episodes between 5 and 15 minutes. You got 5 to 15 minutes. You're going to get grabbed in, I promise you. Expect this trailer for the 2-part finale, man, coming soon. I mean, real soon. Like, it's going to pop up on your YouTube, like, soon. It's already scheduled, locked, and loaded. Just wait. You know I'm strategic. Just wait. You never know. Filthy Friday coming up. Filthy Friday coming up. I don't know, killer. No, I don't know.
Yo. Go binge watch Filthy. Go check if you need plug your Instagram if niggas want to find you, if they want a music video too. You know what I mean? Get that Spike V photography. That good old 4K action.
Man, hit me up, man, on Instagram at Spike V Photography, man. At Spike V Photography or at Big V Sky Zone. Hit me up, man. I do the photography, the videography, cinematography, HD, 4K. I work with all artists, man. You know what I mean? Like, I'm an artist myself.
No matter the budget, we can we can figure something out.
We can figure something out, man. You know, we work with all kind of budgets and people, man. I'm an artist too. So
V always giving out specials too. You know what I mean? Photography specials, videography specials. So make sure you always stay plugged in with Big V. If you want your dope vid, all dope things he doing. Like I said, he knows Strangers, the Best Conversations podcast. You gotta before you get out of here, man. You did a new episode of your podcast as well. Talk about that real quick.
Man, I got a new episode 5 coming, man, of my podcast. I came through. We had to do it digital style, you know. We got the young lady Jay Wu. She got her own jewelry line. You know what I mean? I cannot wait to.
Y'all did it like this too?
Yeah, we did it FaceTime. You know what I mean? So
okay.
FaceTime. So this, I'm gonna put it out. It'll probably be dropping this week, actually. She's talking. She actually from my hometown. She's located in Atlanta right now, and she was actually absolutely shout out to Kinston, North Carolina, and she was actually one of my very first videos I did.
Okay.
So, she got her own line of jewelry and things like that. So we got into her entrepreneurship, which was real dope, man. And I want to break some news too, man. I'm working on the movie, man.
It's working on the movie.
Yeah. Yes, working on the movie, man. I should break the title here tonight. You know what I mean? It's called Inner Demons.
Inner Demons, yes. Yeah, me and V conversated about this a couple of days ago. Working on the movie, and salute to that. And anybody that's wondering what's the next killer TV move with the directing? Me and Millie working on this new project. He gave out a title, so I should give out a title too. It's called Trap Amazon.
Yes.
It's a play off Millie's last one of Millie videos, Trap Amazon. Trust me, this shit is gonna be freaking crazy. Really, it's gonna be really, really wild, man. Two pothead delivery drivers like you never seen them before. That's about all I can give y'all right now. I don't have a date. I'm still writing it, still casting it. But Trap Amazon, my next project I'll be working on, man. V, thank you, my brother.
For sure.
It's an honor to have friends that's just as creative and crazy as you, because sometimes to be creative, you got to be a little crazy too, because sometimes people not going to believe the shit you be saying and the shit you got going on. So anytime I got an idea, I can run it by V. He gonna let me know the truth and vice versa. You know what I mean? It was his idea to do this director thing. So anybody think I'm just trying to be want all the spotlight about. I just want to be great, and it's his interview. He said, "No, nigga, we doing a director podcast," and so that's why we've been talking about the shit I've been doing as well. So
yeah, you about to come on my shit too, man. You know that's coming. That's coming. I need, you know, soon as that. First of all, you're gonna have to be on there twice. You got to come on there anyway. You know what I mean? I need to be the first when y'all drop that movie to come on my shit, man. I need the cast to come on.
Yeah,
you know,
man. And you know we're gonna, you know what I mean. If Lord willing, we're gonna get you in Trap Amazon too. So
whatever y'all need, you know that.
You know what I mean? It's going down, man. Best Conversations podcast.
Sir.
Episode, I think I said 32. Yeah, 32. 32.
Yes, sir.
We definitely cranking them out, man. Thanks for everybody watching YouTube, Apple Podcasts, everything. The homie Big V, man, one of the hardest freaking workers in this game, in this business, doing this thing better than your favorite rapper, your favorite director, man. Absolutely, man. Have a good night, man.
Peace,
wife, kids, tell them I said what's up, man. Till next time, man, keep God first, and I promise everything will work itself out, man. Peace, love, and blessing.